Hey, welcome back to Draper's Startup House. I'm so excited to introduce you guys to my friend Charlotte Graham, a very talented photographer who's doing an event with us this Saturday. How's it going?
Good, thank you. Hi, hello.
So you're doing a photo shoot to help people with their personal branding, right? Headshots, some lifestyle photos, things that can go on their website and be handy.
Exactly. Yeah.
Right? But tell us about personal branding, right? Like, what is it really? Because sometimes when you say branding, people default to thinking like, oh, it's your logo. But branding and personal branding is so much more than that.
It is, yes. So personal branding is something that we all have. So even like my parents have a personal brand if they have a Facebook page. It's basically essentially what people think of you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So you're looking at your business and your personal brand is the person behind it, right? You're the person behind the business, and it's taking a little bit of control with that narrative to make sure it aligns with your business.
Yeah, because like anytime someone sees, the Coca-Cola trademark, they see that red, it's iconic, and you make an instinctive connection, right?
Exactly.
So it's the same for a person, right? It's the colors that you wear, it's the environment that you're in, it's are you smiling, are you stern, right? It's all these things that improve your recognizability.
This is it, yeah. And what I try to do is I try to get to the go a little bit more in depth with the clients and find out their narratives and figure out what their target audience are relating to. So the things that you just mentioned would be key elements of a person's brand. If they were, say they were like more based on the eco side, then they're going to give off those vibes as a person as well. It's always true to the person. We're not trying to make anything that's not true. But we're trying to pull out those parts of their personality to really showcase them. Yeah,
I think we live in the age of like social media, right? And so I think branding used to be something that was like super tightly controlled, right? You would have like very strict brand guidelines, but so many entrepreneurs and business owners represent their own personal brand, right? We have people who work online and they're service providers. So it's really about the individual, and I think in that context, authenticity is the big thing, right? Can you connect with the person that you're trying to serve? Tell us a little bit about some of the clients that you've worked with here in Chiang Mai and what those photo shoots were like.
Yes, so I have a few people that they are the brands. So I have some artists, they have a product, but people are buying because it's them that's creating it, they like the story behind it, they're kind of their brand. And then I have the coaches, they're definitely their brand, right?
For sure.
People want to work with them specifically, and their personality traits are part of the selling points. And then I've had who else? Some videography people, and it's more about their personal brand. No, it's more about their business. And then we're trying to bring in the elements of how they run their business with their personal brand. And then it's just
behind the scenes, behind the brand, how do they actually do the things they do?
Like competent or super professional. So they need to have a headshot that says all of that stuff. Like we can't have headshots where we're like holding cocktails anymore.
Unless that's your brand.
Unless you're selling cocktails.
Totally. So I think when I worked in e-commerce a couple years ago, it was taught to me that a picture just instantly sells, and in hospitality this is also true, and you see so many websites, especially because like making websites, anyone can do it these days, right? But something that can be so clear about whether there's like a professional approach to this is kind of the photography, right? Like a terrible picture just kind of like ruins everything versus having a really clear and crisp picture. Just
literally, branding is about consistency. So if your branding is on point, fantastic, well done. If your personal branding is lacking, it's bringing your whole branding down. Like it's just ruining everything. And you're not showing competence. You're not showing professionalism. So it is really important, and the consumer likes to know the person. So it really is an element of your branding that you need to work on, because the consumer these days, we want to know who we're shopping from.
I think in the age of Instagram, the expectations are just heightened. Like a very casual Instagrammer can have access to like really great tools and technology and photographs, and so if like you're a professional like can't even like meet that bar, it like says something, right? So you've been a photographer for like 10 years now, right?
Yeah.
You started your career in the UK. How did you sort of come to traveling for your work, or how did you enter this world of personal branding?
Good question. It happened naturally. So I've, like you said, been a photographer for 10 years. I have done a lot of photography.
Yeah.
I love photography. I love so many different parts of it. And when I was younger, I just wanted to experiment in all the areas. I was always hoping to find a niche, but I didn't really find one that I really was vibing with that well. Personal branding, I was doing some shoots now and then. People were asking me to do the shoots for them. And then I realized, well, this is a niche.
Yeah.
It's really cool because I'm working with people that are so invested with their images. I'm working with other professionals. I'm still getting a variety of people that I work with. It's not the same thing. And yeah, so I fell into it, and I realized that it was something that I really enjoyed.
Yeah. I think freelancing is fun because you sort of get to do like a deep dive into a project and like really explore that, and then like there's always something new and interesting when you jump into things with the next client, right?
Yeah, that's why I love photography anyway. Like you're always meeting new people, doing new things. And personal branding is really bringing all of my experience to the table as well. It's not just about the images anymore. Yeah,
something I really appreciate about your photos that I've seen is that people look really comfortable.
Yeah,
you know,
thank you.
And that doesn't that doesn't necessarily happen easily, especially when someone's like not used to modeling or being in front of the camera.
That's my experience. Yeah, I've dealt with models and I've dealt with people that don't want to be photographed. I don't want to be photographed. I hate being on camera. So I understand, and it's about enjoying the day as well. Like we have to have fun.
For sure.
Thank you for saying that.
Yeah, of course. It's not always there. So when we're sort of like in this world, in this community of like digital nomads and people who are entrepreneurs on the roads, right? And often it's very glamorous, especially when you're just seeing it through the lens of like someone's photography and their Instagram, right? But what is it really like? What's been your experience like building a business on the road?
Ooh, good question. It was a struggle actually, because as a freelancer, you rely on a community quite a lot, and you're getting your referrals, your network. And I was based in Manchester for 8 years, and so everything was swimming. If I wanted to try new projects, I had makeup artists, everyone there. So yeah, it's been a challenge and a learning curve, and it's really what pushed me into this niche actually. Since I came abroad, I was meeting people that were business owners, entrepreneurs, meeting those clients more. And so yeah, the experience is just another challenge within my career, I guess. Like it's taught me how to market myself more and just learn the business side of it, which has brought me into personal branding. Yeah. So yeah, it's just been a journey.
Yeah. And you've been in Chiang Mai for some time now, right? And I hear your Thai is been improving. It's pretty good, right? And so, hey, you make an effort.
I'm great in my classes, but when I get in the real world, Thai is backwards.
What do you mean?
When people, I have to translate it backwards. The sentence
like
goes,
the syntax, the sentence structure, right?
The structure is backwards. So in real time, I'm like, and then I'm like, yes, and then the person's like, gone. Right. It takes you a while to. Sorry, we're going off course.
No, that's fine. But what I wanted to ask then, like, you left Manchester, you were traveling for a while, and now you're really working on building your business here in Chiang Mai. And so, what's it been like to try to like network and collaborate with the local community?
Interesting. I'm enjoying it. I've been reaching out and finding a lot of young photographers. I've yet to find young female photographers, but we're always harder to find.
Yeah?
Yeah, so it's fun, and I'm looking for, I'm always looking to build this network. I'm looking for more makeup artists. I'm looking for more photographers that I can bring on as assistants and second shooters. So yeah, just constantly building the network.
Yeah.
Social media, basically.
Yeah.
That's how I'm doing it, yeah.
Is that something that's come naturally to you, social media?
No. Photography is the only part of this that's natural, I guess. And talking and meeting people. I'm very comfortable meeting people.
Yeah, but I've seen you sitting down with people here at Draper Startup House and getting some tips on how to like build your landing pages and
You know
turn things into a business.
This place is amazing for resources. It's similar. I had a co-working space in Manchester.
Yeah.
And it was a tech co-working space, and I just like snuck in as an artist.
Yeah.
And I had a pool of people to help me.
Yeah, I think that's why I'm so excited to like be working on a project like this, because to me the magic isn't necessarily like the thing that I've created. The thing that I've created here is just a place, but the magic is the people who connect. And so like seeing you get value out of this and seeing people have great experiences here is like 1,000% the reason that we're doing exactly what we're doing.
It's all about the people, always.
Yeah, for sure. The people in photography, the personal brands, and the stories of the entrepreneurs.
That's what everybody wants to know, right? We want to know the details. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Cool. So Saturday, you still have two more spots.
Two more spots
for
available.
3,000 baht. You get a amazing discount on your personal branding package. And if people want to check out your portfolio and your work, where should they go?
My Instagram is Shot.by.char and my website is Shot.by.char.com.
Perfect.
Easy, right?
Keep it easy to remember. Branding.
Shot.by.char.
All right. Thanks again, Charlotte.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Come to Draper's House. It's awesome. It's awesome people and great food.